Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something that most people don't realize. Your mind is the single most powerful tool you've got. You're sitting on a gold mine, but most of you don't even know it. You're walking around with the ability to shape your destiny, to build your empire, but if you don't control your mind, then that potential is nothing but wasted space. Listen, your thoughts determine the world you live in. What you think, you become. What you think, you manifest. The sooner you realize that, the sooner you'll understand why you've got to control your mind, because if you don't, it will control you. And when your mind controls you, you're stuck. Stuck in fear, stuck in doubt, stuck in mediocrity. Now, this is the hard truth. Control of the mind isn't easy. It's not like flipping a switch. It takes discipline. Think about the discipline you put into your body when you're getting into shape. You don't just wake up and hope you're fit. You train, you sweat, you push your limits. The same goes for your mind. If you don't train it, if you don't put the effort into making it stronger, sharper, and more disciplined, then you're not going anywhere. If you can't control your mind, how are you going to control your destiny? You see, it's about mental toughness. The more disciplined your mind is, the more ruthless you'll become in your pursuit of success. When your mind is disciplined, you stop second-guessing yourself. You stop wasting time on distractions. You get to work. You focus on what matters, and you ignore what doesn't. Your mind is your greatest asset, but only if you take control of it. And let me tell you, one of the biggest obstacles that people face is negative thoughts. They allow their minds to be consumed by doubt, fear, and insecurity. They let those thoughts take the wheel, and they end up driving straight into failure. You've got to get this through your head. Negative thoughts are not only toxic, they're a choice. You can choose to ignore them, to shut them down before they take root. You have the power to replace them with powerful, productive thoughts. You want to be wealthy? You want to be successful? It starts in your head. You've got to train your mind to think like a winner, not a victim. But there's something even more important than just controlling your thoughts, your environment. If you want to control your mind, you have to control who and what you let into it. You are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So if you're surrounded by negativity, laziness, or small-minded people, guess what? You're going to think small. You're going to get stuck. If you want to take your life to the next level, you have to be around people who are on that same path. You need to be around people who think bigger, who push you to grow, who challenge you. Your environment will shape your mindset, so if you want to take charge, you've got to take control of your environment. And finally, it comes down to focus and action. Too many people are caught in the trap of waiting for the right time. They think they need everything to be perfect before they make a move. Listen to me, there is no perfect time. The only time that matters is now. When your mind is in control, you don't waste time waiting. You don't wait for everything to line up. You focus, you take action, and you keep moving. Relentless, unstoppable, action driven by a controlled mind. That's the kind of focus that gets results. That's the kind of mindset that wins. So let me leave you with this. Your mind is the most powerful asset you have. If you can control it, you can control your life. Don't let negativity control you. Don't let a weak mind hold you back. Get disciplined. Get focused. Get serious. Control your mind, and nothing will stand in your way. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have, yet so many people fail to recognize its true potential. It's the one thing that has the ability to shape your reality, your success, and your future. But too many people let it slip by unused, dormant, or even worse, let it work against them. Do you realize that every single decision you make, every action you take starts in your mind? Every dream you've ever had, every goal you've ever set, it begins with a thought. Think about it, this world, everything in it was created by someone who once had an idea in their mind. A thought, a vision, something no one else could see, but they believed it so deeply they acted on it. And because they acted on that belief, they turned their thoughts into something tangible. Something real. That's the power of your mind. But there's a problem, a big one. Most people aren't even aware of the incredible power they hold. Instead of harnessing that power, they let their minds wander aimlessly, controlled by negativity, fear, doubt, and uncertainty. They allow the opinions of others to shape their thoughts, and they become slaves to their circumstances. They let their minds become a battlefield full of confusion, self-doubt, and limiting beliefs. When you let your mind run wild in that way, you're handing over the reins to your life to chaos. What if you could take control of it? What if you could discipline your mind to focus on your goals, on your purpose, on your vision for your life? Imagine the kind of power you'd have. You'd be unstoppable. You'd no longer be shackled by fear or doubt because you'd know that you're in control. You would be able to silence those voices that tell you that you're not good enough, that you're not worthy, or that you'll never succeed. You wouldn't just listen to the world's opinions of you, you'd be listening to the power of your own mind telling you that you can do it, that you are capable, that you are destined for greatness. Your mind is the blueprint for everything you create in your life. The world may try to tell you who you are, what you can do, and where you belong, but your mind gets the final say. It is the ultimate tool you have to either create or destroy. If you feed it negativity, self-doubt, and limiting beliefs, that's the life you'll create. But if you feed it positivity, focus, and relentless belief in your abilities, there's nothing that can stop you. You'll find ways to make the impossible possible. You'll find strength in places you never thought you could. You'll find solutions to problems that others just accept as unsolvable. The key is understanding that everything begins in the mind. The success, the wealth, the love, the joy, you're the one who gets to decide if you're going to make those things a reality. It's not about waiting for the world to give them to you. It's about taking control of your mind and commanding it to create the life you've always dreamed of. When you believe that you are worthy of success, when you truly believe that you can achieve your goals, your mind will start to work for you instead of against you. It will give you the strength to keep going when others quit. It will give you the clarity to make better decisions. It will push you to take risks and leap into opportunities that others shy away from. Your mind is a weapon, your greatest asset, and the sooner you realize that, the sooner you'll see just how much control you truly have over your life. You don't need anyone else's permission to succeed. You don't need anyone else's approval to live the life you desire. You just need to tap into the power within you. Take control of your mind, take control of your destiny, and watch how everything else in your life starts to fall into place. Disciplining your mind is not something that happens overnight. It's not a magic trick or a sudden shift. It's no different from the way you discipline your body to get fit, strong, and healthy. You don't just wake up one day and expect to run a marathon or lift the heaviest weights in the gym. It's the same with your mind. It's about consistently training it, pushing it, and molding it to be exactly what you want it to be. Think about it when you go to the gym. You don't just sit there and expect results. You push yourself, you lift those weights, even when your muscles burn, when you feel like you can't take another step, you do it anyway. And why? Because you know that strength doesn't come without effort. You know that if you want to see the change, you have to put in the work. You have to push past the discomfort, past the moments when your body wants to quit, and keep going. You have to be disciplined. Now imagine applying that same discipline to your mind. Every single day you are feeding your mind. You're feeding it with information, with thoughts, with ideas. The question is, what are you feeding it? Just like you wouldn't eat junk food and expect your body to be healthy, you can't fill your mind with negativity, distractions, and self-doubt and expect your mind to be strong. You've got to control the inputs, the information you feed your mind. Because what you put in is what you get out. If you're constantly consuming negativity, whether it's from people around you, the news, or even your own inner voice, don't be surprised when you find yourself stuck in a cycle of weakness, doubt, and confusion. But when you discipline your mind, when you choose to feed it with knowledge, positivity, and focus, you begin to notice a shift. It's like the first time you realize that the weights aren't as heavy as they used to be. You start to see the world differently, your perspective sharpens, and you become more resilient. You get mentally stronger. And just like your body grows stronger with each rep you put in, your mind grows stronger with each positive thought you push through it. Just like you don't stop after a few sets in the gym, you can't expect your mind to change in a day, a week, or even a month. Mental discipline takes time, but it's the only way to build mental strength. It's about showing up every day. It's about making the decision that you're going to focus, that you're going to learn, that you're going to take action no matter how hard it gets. Your mind is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. The more you force yourself to focus, to push through the distractions, the stronger it gets. But if you leave your mind undisciplined, it will wander. It will become weak. It will fall into habits of comfort and complacency. And you'll find yourself staying stuck in the same place, the same patterns, the same results year after year. But if you make a decision to discipline your mind like you discipline your body, that's when things start to change. That's when the power of focus, the power of positive thought, the power of unshakable confidence begin to work for you. Just like every drop of sweat in the gym gets you closer to your goals, every focused thought, every disciplined action you take gets you closer to your mental strength, your success, and your ultimate potential. So train your mind like you train your body. Make it stronger, sharper, and unbreakable. And there's no limit to what you can achieve. Too many people walk through life carrying the weight of negative thoughts, letting them dictate their every move, their every decision. They're like a shadow that constantly follows them around, whispering doubts, planting seeds of fear and insecurity. And what happens? They become paralyzed. They can't take action. They can't make decisions. They can't move forward because their minds are consumed by negativity. They're prisoners of their own thoughts, and they don't even know it. Now, let me tell you something. Negative thoughts are powerful. They have the ability to stop you dead in your tracks, to make you believe that you're not good enough, that you can't achieve your dreams, that the world is against you. But here's the truth: negative thoughts are not facts. They're just thoughts. And you have the power to choose whether or not you let them control you. You see, your thoughts don't have to become your reality. Just because a negative thought enters your mind doesn't mean it has to take root and grow. It's up to you what you do with it. So how do you stop letting those negative thoughts control you? First, you've got to recognize them. The problem with negativity is that it's so sneaky. It comes in slowly, and before you know it, it has taken over your entire mindset. You've got to be vigilant. The moment a negative thought creeps, and whether it's about yourself, your abilities, your future, you need to catch it. You need to confront it head on. And the moment you recognize it, you challenge it. Ask yourself, is this true? Is this thought helping me move forward, or is it holding me back? Negative thoughts are often based on fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown, but fear is a liar. It's not based on reality, it's based on the stories we tell ourselves. And you are the author of your own story. You can rewrite it. You can change the narrative. Don't let fear control you. Don't let those negative thoughts tell you who you are or what you can do. You are bigger than that. You are more capable than that. You are more powerful than those limiting beliefs. The next step is to replace those negative thoughts with positive, empowering ones. This isn't about ignoring the challenges in front of you or pretending everything is perfect. It's about shifting your mindset. It's about choosing to focus on what you can do, not what you can't. It's about acknowledging your strengths, your resilience, and your potential, instead of dwelling on your weaknesses or your past failures. Every time a negative thought comes in, replace it with a positive affirmation. When you catch yourself thinking, I can't do this, replace it with, I am capable of achieving anything I set my mind to. When you think, I'm not good enough, replace it with, I am worthy of success and happiness. The more you practice this, the more powerful your mind becomes. It's like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. Eventually, the negative thoughts will lose their grip on you. You'll start to see things differently. You'll start to believe in yourself more, trust in your abilities, and step into your power. And when you do that, nothing can stop you. But you've got to take action. You can't just sit there and wait for your thoughts to magically change. No, you've got to actively change your mindset every single day. You've got to choose positivity over negativity, confidence over fear, action over hesitation. It's not easy, but it's necessary. Success doesn't come from sitting around letting life happen to you. Success comes from taking control, starting with your thoughts. You've got to reprogram your mind to focus on what you can do, not what you can't. And here's the thing, when you stop letting negative thoughts control you, something amazing happens. You begin to create a life that's aligned with your true potential. You stop limiting yourself. You stop doubting yourself. You stop sabotaging your own success. You begin to attract what you've been working towards because you're now in a mindset of possibility, not limitation. You're in a place where you believe that you deserve to win. And when you believe that, the world starts to shift in your favor. So if you want to succeed, if you want to move forward in life, if you want to be the person you've always dreamed of becoming, you've got to stop letting negative thoughts control you. Recognize them, challenge them, replace them, and take action. Because your mind is the key to your success. And when you take control of your mind, nothing can stand in your way. Your mind is a reflection of your environment. Let me repeat that. Your mind is a direct reflection of the people, places, and things you expose yourself to every single day. Look at the people around you. Look at the conversations you're having. Look at the environment you're constantly immersed in. Are you surrounded by growth, ambition, and challenge? Or are you drowning in negativity, complacency, and self-doubt? The reality is, the environment you're in will shape the way you think, the way you act, and ultimately the way you live your life. Let me break it down for you. Think about it this way: you wouldn't put your most valuable asset, the one thing that determines your success, into a dirty, unsafe, or hostile environment, would you? So why are you letting your mind, your most valuable asset, sit in an environment that isn't conducive to growth? Why are you surrounding yourself with toxic, limited thinking when you have the power to change it? If you want to elevate your life, you've got to elevate your surroundings. You see, we're creatures of influence. We're constantly absorbing the energy of the people and situations around us. If you're around people who are constantly complaining, who are always stuck in their problems, and who are comfortable with mediocrity, guess what? That energy rubs off on you. The thoughts you have, the actions you take, the way you see the world, all of that gets influenced by the energy around you. If you're not careful, it can slowly start to pull you down, drown your ambition, and choke the fire inside you. But here's the good news: you don't have to stay in that environment. You have the power to change it. You have the power to take control and create the space around you that nurtures your growth. You can choose to step away from negativity, from people who don't understand your vision, from situations that hinder your progress. You have the power to curate your environment in a way that supports your journey, supports your dreams, and supports your greatness. You don't have to settle for less than you deserve. I think about the conversations you're having. Are they pushing you forward? Are you exchanging ideas with people who challenge your thinking, who push you to think bigger, who inspire you to act and grow? Or are you stuck in a cycle of small talk, gossip, and self-limiting beliefs? If you want to change your life, you've got to change the conversations you're having. If you're not growing, it's because you're not engaging with people who are challenging your limits and pushing you to expand. The environment you put yourself in must be a breeding ground for success. You need to be around high-level thinkers, high-level achievers, people who have what you want and more. You need to be in spaces where ideas are exchanged, where creativity flows, and where ambition is the currency. You need to be around people who are relentless in their pursuit of greatness, who won't settle for average, who hold you to a higher standard. When you step into these environments, something incredible happens. Your mindset shifts. You stop thinking small. You stop being content with just enough. You start thinking like a winner, acting like a winner, living like a winner. This isn't just some motivational talk. It's a fundamental truth of human nature. You cannot isolate yourself from your surroundings and expect to rise above them. You can't think your way to greatness if the environment you're in is pulling you back into mediocrity. You've got to create an ecosystem that nurtures the best version of yourself. That means choosing your environment wisely, cutting out the negativity, and surrounding yourself with those who will push you to be better every single day. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not always easy to change your environment. People will resist. They'll tell you that you're being too ambitious, too focused, too driven. They'll try to pull you back into their world of excuses and limitations. But I'm telling you right now, you've got to stand firm. You've got to be willing to let go of the people and places that are holding you down. You've got to step into spaces that challenge you, that demand more from you, and that refuse to accept anything less than greatness from you. Your environment is the fertile soil where your dreams are planted. If you want to see your dreams grow, you've got to make sure you're planting them in the right soil. You need to be around people who believe in the power of dreams, people who take action, people who see failure as just a stepping stone on the path to success. If you want your ideas to grow, your ambition to flourish, and your potential to be realized, you need to nurture your mind with the right environment. Remember this, your environment is everything. It determines how you think, how you act, and how you live. Surround yourself with greatness, and you'll become great. Surround yourself with mediocrity, and you'll remain there. You have the power to control your environment, and by doing so, you take control of your life. Don't settle for anything less than what you deserve. Choose your surroundings wisely and watch how your mindset transforms. When you control your environment, you control your future. Remember this, the power to shape your life, your future, and your destiny lies within the environment you create. Your mind is a reflection of the space you occupy, both physically and mentally. If you want to grow, if you want to achieve the extraordinary, you must be intentional about the people, the places, and the energy you allow into your world. Surround yourself with those who push you to be better, those who challenge your thinking, and those who support your vision. No one succeeds in isolation. We are all influenced by the environments we immerse ourselves in. So choose yours carefully. Cut out the distractions, the negativity, and the toxicity. Replace them with high-level thinkers, dreamers, doers, and those who will lift you higher. The environment you choose today will determine the person you become tomorrow. Take control of your surroundings, take control of your mindset, and take control of your life. The journey to greatness starts with the power of your environment. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for the right people to show up. Create the environment that will push you to become the best version of yourself. The future you desire is already there, waiting for you to step into it. Now, it's time for you to make the choice.